All right, we're live. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It is now Wednesday, January 6th. Can you believe it's halfway through the first full week of January already? This is crazy. Time goes by so fast. But that's good because the faster January goes, February and spring is on its way already. I kind of like that. All right, because listen, I love the snow, but up until Christmas, after that, I don't need any snow. It can go away. As of January 5th, I'm done with you. All right, so we're gonna do some chair stretches today, guys. Okay, so again, not all of us are able to do things standing up, and sometimes, even if you are physically able, maybe it's not the right time of day. Maybe you're at work, maybe you're in a meeting, maybe you're at a dinner table, you get a kink, and there's something you want to do. You want to stretch right here, right now. There's a lot of things we can do. Okay, so we're gonna work on, as always, we're gonna work the head down to the feet. Okay, a lot of very similar things, but different positioning just for where you are. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start off with the stretch right here for that neck. And we're going to bring it down. Good. And remember, we're letting gravity bring that head down. Right? And the reason, guys, you see my arms are back like this. There's a reason for it this time. I usually say you could do anything with your arms. But the idea is you got to keep your back straight. If I bring my arms in like this, you're going to see it folds me. So then I'm not getting that stretch with the muscles. I'm moving with the muscles. So in order to get that stretch, we get that back straight. And then we let that head come down. Perfect. Just like that. Excellent. And back up. Very nice. Now to the sides. Same thing. We want to feel it all the way along here. Excellent. Nice and relaxed. And back. Perfect. Other side. And we're just going to wait a few seconds. 7, 8. There's 10 seconds right there. Perfect. You guys doing great. How you feeling? I didn't realize we're going quick through this, but hey, like I said, these are very common ones that we've done before. So if you're a regular here, remember, now this one we're going to shoot that chin for that armpit, okay? Perfect. And there we go. Now, remember, when you do this, I realize I'm a little bit silent sometimes. You got to relax into the stretch. Good. Perfect. Just like that. So you're not pushing your head down. Gravity's pulling your head. You just relax everything and let your body sink into it. So we're going to work on the shoulder. We're going to do a couple of different things today. We're not going to do the shoulder rolls. If you're feeling like you really want to, go for it. But I want to introduce you to a couple of new ones and see how you feel about it. All right. So one of them, we've done this before. Okay. We're going to stretch out here, which is our mid deltoid. I'm going to bring that arm across. Now, if you look, my shoulder, my posture is still solid, right? I don't want that shoulder to roll and come across, right? So you keep those shoulders back, right? And then you come across. And now you're stretching out that deltoid properly. Good, just like that. Now, hand behind the elbow, because that's going to keep that arm straight. It's not going to make your arm fold like this. It doesn't have to go all the way across your body. It doesn't have to touch the other side. It goes as far as you feel. You're going to feel it where there's a point where it's really, really tight. And that's your spot. And from there, you relax into the stretch. Perfect. Just like that. You're doing fantastic. All right. Now, another thing we're going to do, and I'm bringing out the towel because we might need the towel. Okay. We want to open up this section here by holding our hands behind our back. Now, that is not easy for everyone. So let's get a towel, right? And get that towel back there. So you're going to see in the back, my hands are here, right? And then you eventually, as you relax more into the stretch, you can cross your hands like this, you see. But for now, if you have a little bit of trouble, just grab the towel. and you sit up straight. And you're going to feel that tension pulling all in this region. And what you're going to do is you're not going to force it. You're going to just like this. Just relax now and let it go. Just relax that area. That's all. Nothing crazy. Right? We're not pushing. We're not going too far. Right? But this up here, the anterior deltoid, is often the tightest of the deltoid region. And what that does is that forces you into a forward rolled position. Right? So we're trying to loosen that up and get it back here. If it causes you any discomfort while your hands are back here, right, loosen your grip a little bit because maybe you're a little bit too tight, right? Maybe your grip should be here for now. And as you know, stretches are all progression. So as you introduce a new stretch to you, you might be a little bit tight. That's okay. We expect that, right? And then you just inch your way in. Awesome. Perfect. All right. Now you're doing great, guys. We're already halfway down. Now we're going to work on the transverse abdominis, which you know, right, is that belt that wraps around that body, right? So got to get the arms up, right, to keep that back straight. Arms down, rolls the shoulders. And we're just going to turn. And thankfully, your hips are pinned. You shouldn't have to worry about pulling your hips. And you're going to feel a nice tight spot. Now you're going to feel tightness on two sides. You're going to feel tightness on this side and on this side. Make sure there's no discomfort. But get to a point right where it feels like you're about to stop. From there, try to release that tension. Good. Perfect. Now the other way. Cross, tension hits. Deep breath. There we go. Just like that. You got it. Your star. And back. Okay. Doing great. Now we're going to work on the lumbar region. Okay. And we're going to have a bonus one at the end, as you always know. And the bonus is going to be on the glutes today. Because it's such a good one, guys. And it's so often ignored. We really want to make sure we lean into those. Okay. So, lumbar. I'm going to start on the side so you can see properly, right? My back always starts off straight. Everything you do, back straight. Always, always, always. Now, we're going to lean forward. And we're going to try to aim to get our elbows down onto our knees. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try. Now, if you can't, you can do this too, right? The idea is to get your head above your feet by keeping your back straight. Right? So we don't want you doing this. So even if you're not ready to get your elbows down, like here, you're not this flexible, and you're only this flexible, that's okay, right? The idea is to get the head forward in front of the feet and keeping the back straight. So now I look down at my head, my view, God, I need that. See? So what happens when I don't have enough coffee? My view is right at the arches of my feet. Okay, so that's where I can see I'm probably lined up. From here, we're going to slide down our legs. And now we're allowing our back to bend, but it's controlled. And now we just relax. Just let it all out. Ready? Just like that. We just let everything go. Now, before we come back up, we bring the hands up onto the knees. We're going to support the weight of the head, the shoulders. And we're going to push that body up so that the back doesn't have to take the tension. All right? We're going to try it again. Okay, guys? So now, for those of you here, I'm going to go a little bit deeper. For those of you a bit more advanced, right? So now we're all starting all the way here now. So if you can do this, this is good, right? We want you to be able to achieve this. This is kind of a goal. So if you're up here, let's eventually try and see how far we can get as time goes on, as we get better at it, okay? And from here, exactly the same concept. You see my back is nice and straight. We roll it down. And we relax, let everything out. Good. We support, head and shoulders, and up we go. There we go, just like that. You guys are doing great. Okay, next one is going to be the hamstring. I'm just going to scooch back a bit because I'm realizing I'm a little bit, well, I'm a giant, so to fit it all in the frame, not always easy, okay? So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we're hanging near the edge of a chair, because what I don't want is I don't want the chair, if you look here, okay, let's say I do this. You see how it digs in to my leg? We don't want that, right? Because that's a circulation issue. We want to make sure that leg is nice and free, right? Good. I really keep slapping my butt every time I get near that. I don't know. I really don't know why that is. It's just like a reflex. It's weird. Okay, so if you look, my foot now is pointed up. My other leg, nice and supported. We're going to use this as our guide, okay? So back straight. We make sure that the back is straight, so we're pulling at the back end. So now we're not getting extra tension on our knee, right? And now, keeping the back straight the entire time, we're going to slide ourselves along the upper leg. Here we go. Right? And keeping that back straight, and it's going to pull more and more and more. You're going to feel that tension. Your toes are going to start tingling, right? Because the sciatic nerve runs through there, and that's perfect, right? So now, you know, all this tension. You have tension built up in the knee, right? That reflex, that stretch reflex. Now, deep breath, everyone. Good, just like that. Let's hold it a little bit today. Let's let it really sink in. Let's just relax. If you're not feeling it, it's because your back's not straight enough. Don't keep going further. Straighten your back out. You shouldn't have to go much further than this unless you're an Olympic gymnast. Which I don't know about you, but I was too tall for the Olympics. Yeah. Now, other side. Here we go. Ready? And now you're going to get an angle where I'm supporting. So, again, you have to readjust. I got to scooch myself over to the right side of the chair. Foot up. Good. Back nice and straight. We're getting a visitor if he decides to come on camera. And lean forward. Right? Nice and tight. This one's tighter on me, and that's okay. Keeping the back straight. And we relax into that. Good. Perfect. Now let's hold it a little bit and let it sink in. This is my tight side, so this one's not very flexible. Good. Perfect, just like that. And back. Always back slowly, right? We never snap back. We always come back slow. Okay, so the next thing we're going to work on our hips while we're sitting, okay? So you have a lot of muscles in the hip joint, okay? You have the hip flexors especially, and you have ones in the back too. So what we want to do is we want to just encourage, keeping the back straight, a little bit of that flexibility. Now, what I'm going to do when you're doing it, if you look, I'll go straight on, okay? Now, if I pull, I want my knee to come up, okay? I'm not pulling it inward, I'm pulling it up. So if you go underneath the knee, this will still work, okay? I just like this. It's more comfortable for me. Now, you're also going to notice, as I come up, the higher I come, you see how the knee wants to go outward. So if you look at George over here, that hip joint, right, there are bones in the way. You have a whole region here. You're going to have a natural line that your joint wants to run. Let it go that way. Don't fight it. You're going to hurt your hip, right? So don't force your knee inward. As your knees are here, and as they come up, they open. That's how the body's supposed to function, right? So now you're going to be able to do this a lot deeper without getting a hip pain. If I try to force it in, you're going to get your hip pain right here. I promise you, and it won't be pretty. So don't do that, right? Let the leg come wide as you relax into the stretch. This is why we're using the arms. The arms aren't relaxed, but that hip joint is, right? So you get that tension. You relax, keeping that back straight. Good. And let that knee come out. It's okay. Right? Because our joints especially, guys, you're not 12. So your body has had 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, maybe 70 years of functioning in a certain way. Now, even if it's incorrect, in other words, even if I'm walking incorrectly, I have a bow-legged issue, or I have tendonitis issues, or whatever it is, your body has been so used to functioning in that way because it never got corrected. Now, to put you back correct is not going to be tomorrow. We got to make it there, right? So it's the long version of someone has a broken nose that then heals crooked, and then they got to break it to straighten it again, right? This is a little bit less dramatic because it takes time and we don't break your limbs, but that's the same concept, right? It healed, broken, now we need to correct it, but it's going to take time. So don't stress out about it, okay? Here we go again. Let's do another one of these, just so you realize another new one. So let's get up there. Let that knee come out and relax that hip when you do. Right? You're going to feel so much better doing it that way than when you try to force it inward. Like, I would like to try to get you guys to do it, but it would hurt you. So, unless you're feeling really adventurous, to try going straight, you're going to notice how it starts to hurt. Let's start by getting here. Perfect. Just like that. You guys doing great. Okay, the last thing we're going to do, we're not going to stretch the calves here because this is a bit of a hard spot to stretch the calves, right? Like, it's kind of uncomfortable. So we're going to work on the ankle circles, closed chain. So we're going to have our heel down, right? So you hear me say closed chain, open chain. Basically what that means is whether or not it is connected or not, right? So right now it's connected, right? So it's closed off. So here we go. We're going to make big circles, big intentional. 3, 4, 5. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Just like that. What do you want, cat? What? Don't meow at me. Sassy boy. 3, 4, and 5. Here we go. Other way. 1. Here we go. It's big circles. Big intentional circles. There we go. Nice. Good job. All right. Now for the bonus round, we're going to work on the hips. He's for sure going to jump on me. It's a matter of time. Yeah, see? What do you want, buddy? What do you want? Hey, get the tail out of the way. Okay. My goodness. This is what happens when he knows that he's on TV. Hey? The attention hall. Yeah? Okay, get down now, though. Come on, get down. Hey, okay. Get those nails out of the arm. Hey, would you get off of me now? His nails get stuck. Such a dummy. He gets himself into places, then he can't figure out how to get his hands and nails out of what he's gotten himself into. That's my cat. All right, here we go. Now, glute stretch. Up we go. Back straight. So remember, we're sitting. Our back is nice and straight. And in this position, we're going to use this hand that's on the ankle. We're going to pull ourselves forward. At the same time, we're going to relax this glute here, okay? That whole side needs to be relaxed. So you're going to feel some tension and relax it. That's it. Right? Because the stretch reflex is a thing. The minute your muscle feels a stretch, it reacts. Right? That's why the doctor used to tap your knee and it would kick up on you. That's stretch reflex. Built up kinetic energy. So we got to relax, breathe it out, and slowly creep ourselves forward. Keeping the back straight. So I'm not leaning if you look, guys. Okay, I'll show you which. I'm not sure which side I want to show you. The side that's being stretched or not. But let's do this side. Okay, so if you look, as I'm coming forward, now I'm getting tension. I'm relaxing. I'm coming more forward. There will come a point that trick doesn't work anymore. But you got to keep that back straight. You can't be doing this, right? So you keep that back straight. And we're almost there. Good. And now we relax. Big deep breath. We've gotten as deep as we're going to go. We wait it out and we let it settle in. We relax into the stretch. Just like that. You got it. All right. And release slowly. Right? We never release quickly. There's a temptation just to let it all go. Right? But we don't want to do that. I will show you actually, we've done this before, but for those of you who might be new, our demonstration, right? So you stretch something out, you want to let it come back to the way it's supposed to be. You don't want to stretch it out and then just let go of it all. Because that is how people throw their backs out, right? They don't throw their backs out picking up heavy boxes, they throw it out picking up pieces of paper off the floor. They just reach down and quickly, and that forces them into a stretch and then a tension way too quick. Okay, here we go. Same thing on this side, right? So we get up, back straight, feel that tension, forward, relax, right? So what I'm doing right now is I'm in the process of relaxing and inching forward incrementally, little by little, until I get to the point where I'm like, okay, this is about as far as I can go. You're going to realize that spot becomes really, really tough. From here is the big, deep relaxation. Let it sink in. Good. And done. Just like that. Good job, everybody. You did great. So that's it. Those are our Wednesday chair stretches. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling energized, right? Because it really gives you that nice boost in the morning. You're very welcome for the stretches, right? I caught that comment. Very nice. You're welcome. And listen, we will see you back here tomorrow. Stay safe out there. It's a beautiful day, but listen, there's another lockdown coming. There's another very contagious strain of COVID going around. So just be careful, right? It's, you know, you can't live in a bubble. You can't live under a rock. But you got to be smart. Got to be careful, right? So that's it. Go out and have fun. Take care of yourself. And we will see you back here tomorrow.